Oh, hi. So this is guitar lesson number 3, and now we're getting into the really fun stuff. We're gonna start talking about chords. Chords are how you play a song, especially when you're a beginner guitarist. You just wanna like plunk out some chords so that you can sing along. That's basically how I do things. So we're gonna get started with 3 pretty basic chords. The good news is when you know these chords, you can actually play a song with them, which I think is awesome. So we're gonna learn the C chord, the F chord, and the G chord. All right? So I'm actually gonna bring my guitar much closer to the camera because this is the part that you really need to see. So you've got the frets and the strings, and I'm basically just gonna show you where to put your fingers on what string to make what chord. So we're gonna learn the C chord first. So you put your ring finger just below the fret on the 2nd string from the top. So that is your A string. You're gonna put your ring finger just before the 3rd fret on the A string. All right? And then I also have a diagram right about here. That's gonna help you guys learn this as well. So you've got 3rd string, or 2nd string, 3rd finger, 3rd fret. Got it? Then you put your 2nd finger right behind that, but on the string just below it. So 2nd fret, 3rd string down, that is your D string. All right? And then you're going to skip the next string. You're going to skip the G. And then you're going to put your pointer finger right here on the 1st fret. Now, it looks like a very uncomfortable position, but it's only because I'm trying to be like extra show you where my fingers are. It's actually a pretty comfy position. Some chords are just not comfy at all. So you let your pinky just kind of hang out. It's not doing anything. All right, so you've got ring finger at the 3rd fret on the A string. Then you've got middle finger on the 2nd fret on the D string. And then you've got pointer finger on the 1st fret of the B string. Okay, and then that makes a C chord. Makes a beautiful chord. Now the closer you are to the fret, the less buzzy sound you're going to get. But you can't be on the fret. So my pinky's just not doing anything, it's just chilling. There's your C chord. All right, so next one. Whew, holding that position is like, ow. Next one, F chord. Now, this is a tough chord for me to play because you have to put 2 strings down with your finger at the same time. You have to put your finger on 2 strings at the fret at the same time. And I have tiny little fingers, so it makes it a little difficult for me, but it's still possible and it's still good. So actually, go back to the C chord for a second. Now, what I want you to do is take your ring finger and move it over 1 string. Move it down 1 string. And now take your 2nd finger, your middle finger, and move it also down 1 string. And now you take your pointer finger, you're not moving it down 1 string, but you're actually gonna put both the 1st and 2nd string down. F chord. So really you just kind of moved it over. So you have ring finger, 3rd fret, 3rd string from the top. That's your D string. Then middle finger, 2nd fret, 4th string from the top. That's the string that is G. And then your 1st finger, your pointer finger, is going to be on both. You kind of take your pointer finger and you flatten it to do both strings at the same time. All right? So F chord. Now again, I have a hard time getting both of those notes very clear because my finger is so little, but that is the chord. So C, you just move those 2 fingers down and get off the first string at the bottom, and then move everything over, and you get F. And you can really practice going between the 2 very easily, and that's a good way to practice switching chords because these 2 fit nice together. Now, the last chord we're gonna learn today is the G chord. It is not as related, but the 3 chords together can make a very, very good song. So, it is slightly related in that, go back to the C chord. Ring finger, 3rd fret, 2nd string from the top. Middle finger, 2nd fret, 3rd string from the top. And pointer finger, 1st fret, 5th string from the top. So right there, go back to the C. Now, lift up your pointer finger. Now the other 2 fingers are what's left. Move them up a string toward you. So you go to the last, and then the 2nd to last. 3rd fret, top string, ring finger. 2nd fret, 2nd to the top string, middle finger. All right, that is the start of the G chord. I'm teaching you the simplified G chord. There is a more advanced G chord, but since we're beginners, we are going to do the simplified G. Then your pinky comes. Your pinky actually does a thing real quick. It comes and hits the 3rd fret on the bottom string. So you've got your ring finger, your middle finger, and your pinky finger all doing stuff. You've got ring finger, 3rd fret, top string. Middle finger, 2nd fret, 2nd from the top string. Pinky finger, 3rd fret, bottom string. All right, there's your G chord. So you have the C chord, and then you can switch to the G chord. And you practice switching back and forth between the 2. C, G. It doesn't matter if it takes you a while at first. C, position your hand and then strum. G, without that buzzy noise would be good. There we go. C. Now go to F. Remember, move everything down. And now go back to C. Move everything back up. G. All right, so that is your F, your C, and your G chord. And there's actually lots of songs that you can play with those chords. There will be a whole lesson on what songs you can play with what chords that are for beginners. A lot of times you can just Google it. Go to Google and say, easy songs on guitar for beginners. Usually they will include the G chord, the C chord, the F chord, and then a couple others we're going to learn in the next videos. The D chord, the A chord, the A minor chord, and the E minor chord. Those are like your bread and butter of beginning guitar. So anyway, thank you for joining me for this chord lesson. I hope you guys had a lot of fun, and thank you for making music with me.